Local UAW workers are back at it, but some are not happy with the deal that was worked out between the union and General Motors. UAW Local 14 turning down that tentative agreement with GM. Our Michael Sandlin joins us live from outside the Union Hall with more. And Michael, what was their reasoning today for saying no?
Jeff, 56% of workers here at Local 14 shot this contract down, and their president, Tony Totty, tells me it comes down to them disagreeing with the pension plan contained within. According to the writing in the current contract, you get a 9.4% pension increase, that is, something Totty says barely covers inflation for the last 4 years, and it feels like a pittance after 2 decades of no pension raises at all. And it seems Local 14 isn't the only union hall frustrated by some of the details of the new contract. At noon, we told you that across the country, 57% of GM's union halls were in support. Well, in the following hours, more votes have come in, and that number is narrowed down to just 52%. And Totty says such narrow margins highlight an uncommon frustration amongst the UAW community.
What happens if we turn it down, but you were still back to work? Do you go back out on strike? Do you have informational meetings, see why it hasn't passed, go back to the company, see if they can give more without going back on strike? Do the plants that were already out go back out? We don't know.
Totty says they're not sure what those consequences would be if they shoot it down, meaning if they do decide to not have this contract, they don't know if that means they'd go back on strike or if they'd continue working with the company and rearrange new contracts. And speaking of going on strike, Mobis North America, a Jeep parts manufacturer, might be going on strike in just a few hours. I'll have more information on that coming up tonight at 6. In West Toledo, Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.
Let's continue this conversation now. Right now, UAW members with Stellantis and Ford, they are voting on the tentative agreements. At Stellantis right now, a little over 81% have voted yes, only 18% voting no. And for Ford, a little more than 65% have voted yes and a little over 34% saying no. UAW Local 12 here in Toledo will be voting on the tentative agreement tomorrow.